I would like to talk today about healing what we call the witch wound. In referring to the witch wound, I think if you're watching this video, you probably already know what I'm referring to. But all of the tragedy, the trauma, the disgrace that was riddled upon women who were doing their work in the world as healers, as light workers, how they were crucified, tortured, basically made to shut up, stop doing what they're doing out of fear. Many of us still carry this wound. Many of us still relive the trauma. And we see how it's still playing out in our world today. We see that things are being overturned. That seemed like a freedom, and appears that it's being taken away from us again. And it's resurfacing our wounds. It's resurfacing our trauma. So whether it's trauma we directly experienced in a past life, or a trauma that is in our ancestral lineage, or if it's just something that we feel being a woman or a man. This isn't just women, men experience this too. But being a woman in our culture, in our society today, and how we still suffer the discrepancies that exist. And when we get into this deeply, it can look like a lot of emotions that need to be healed. A lot of patterning that we haven't yet broken. Or maybe some we've broken. Maybe we're aware of it. Maybe we've broken some, but there's some that just keeps repeating and cycling, and we can't seem to get out of it. We're still in that victim mode. We're still being tortured. We're still being in that trauma. So today, we're just going to do a meditation, and we're going to look deeply at these wounds, at this trauma. This can be really deep. The trauma around this can be very deep. It can take lifetimes to heal. I personally believe that we've come this lifetime to heal it, and I think a lot of what we see going on right now in the world is reflecting that healing. So as women start to stand up and take their power back and embrace that healing, the other side, if we want to call it sides, is pushing back, right? So we're getting that women standing up, taking their power, and then the opposite of that would be pushing back. And so we're doing a bit of this right now. I feel that women are stepping into their power, and I feel that we don't have a place to step back to. That's done. It's over. It's dead. We're not stepping back. We're not going back. There is no back to go to. It's just a matter of us healing now, and it's a matter of us taking our power back. And I mean our inner power, our divine power, our true power, and taking our place in the world without fear, without, being afraid of retribution, that we're going to be silenced again in whatever way. And the fear could be something as gentle as, oh, I'm afraid to, speak to this person about that because I'm afraid of how they're going to see me or perceive me. All the way up to, I'm afraid to stand up and teach things that I know are directly against what is current thought. So people are standing up, people are taking their power back, and people are doing it, but a lot more of us need to do that. And in order to do that, we need to release our fear, and we need to release our trauma. So I work with a lot of people. I've worked on my own. I've had it pretty severely, and it's been reflected in a lot of areas of my life. And I work with a lot of people who are also working on releasing this trauma. And it can go pretty deep. I know from working with myself and from working with other people how deep it can go. But let's just start the process today. Start looking at it if you're already in the process. Maybe it'll help dive a little deeper into it. Maybe see something new. So we're all here together as women and men that are supporting us, but to support each other and to walk through this with grace and ease and love. We're not alone. That's one of the main things that comes out of this kind of witch trauma, is that it's been set up that we feel very alone and we feel very not supported, and we're not alone. And we are supported because there are so many of us doing this work. So we have to remember that we're supported not only in the earthly realm, but we're also supported in the higher realms. There are a lot of beings that are supporting us through this process right now. So let's see what we can do today. Just be gentle with ourselves. If anything comes up that's too intense, turn off the video. Come back to it another time. Sit with what works for you. We always want to be gentle with ourselves and care for ourselves through this process. So closing our eyes. Closing our eyes, going inward, seeing what we can find in our heart space. What do you see in your heart as you look deeply? What do you see in your heart? What do you feel? What's making itself known today? Just being gentle with ourselves. The most important thing through this process is loving ourselves, being gentle with ourselves. There's no pressure. We don't have to do anything right. Just being gentle with ourselves, going inward, feeling the grace within us, knowing that it's time to open to who we truly are, to our true power, to our true divinity. Everything that's been shut up in the past, it's time to reveal it now. It's time to let it be here with us in this moment. Going deeper and deeper and deeper into the heart space. What is available to us in the heart space? What can we see? What is in the heart? What is the heart wanting? What is the heart desiring? Some of us are so deeply traumatized we can't even begin to see what we truly want or what we desire. Others of us have gotten to that point where we see what we want and we desire, but we're afraid to express it and be it. Others of us are already expressing who we truly are, but obstacles may come up along the way. Are we still attracting people into our lives who want to discriminate against us? Who want to push us down? Who want to make us feel bad about who we are and what we're doing? Who are somehow trying to stop us, silence us? That's an energy that we've created around us. Guru, 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 karma sansarva shasharate. Mastara. There it is, Shatta Guru. I want to go deep, deep, deep into my heart space. I want to feel the love within me. I want to feel the grace within me. I want to know the truth of me. The truth of me is that I am God. I am divine. I am perfect. I am loving. I am kind. Baronokru. Who's trying to silence us? Who's trying to make us feel bad about ourselves? Who's trying to push us down? You know, people can do this in our lives without even realizing that they're doing it. If you ask them if they were doing it, they'd say, no, I support you, I love you. So that's another program that may need to be looked at and seen. Guru Do we know who we are deep in the depth of our soul, of our being? Who were these gorgeous, beautiful women that were burned and hung and tortured? Who were they? Why were they called witches? What is the image of the witch become these days? This horrific, old, nasty-looking woman, right? Who's scary and cackles. Did we need to demonize the word witch in order to make it okay? What happened? Oh, it's okay that they burn the witches. That's the image that it's been turned into. Guru 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 So I've had periods in my life where I've had memories of this, past life memories of being burned, tortured, hung, dragged. It's really hard to come to the point where we can trust people. It's really hard to come to the point where we can trust that our children will be okay. So that our children won't be yanked from us and pulled from us. Same thing they're doing with the whole animal agriculture, pulling their babies away, murdering them, torturing them. Still going on today, every single day. Guru 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 Guru. The horrendous things they do to animals every single day. Is there a relationship between what was done to these women and what is now done to these mothers and these babies in the animal kingdom, in the meat industry? There we go. It's time to become gentle. It's time to become gentle with ourselves. It's time to become gentle with our children. It's time to become gentle with our animals. I am Shiva God, Guru Karamasan Saliva Krana Karamasan Sarate. So let's just sit and see if we're ready, if we're prepared to see what's in our history, what's in what we're holding, what trauma we may be holding in our own heart, what we may be feeling from the collective. Shiva Karamasan Saliva Krana Karabate. Guru 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 Shanshabriyamate Haravasan Sarvashan Sharate. Be gentle with yourself. If it's too big, don't continue. If you feel okay with it, sit with it. See what wants to come up. See what memories you hold. Tabakarma, see how it's holding you back in your current life, in your current environment, in your current space. Shavasam sam som som sim sim savakarma sansariva kronokarma sansarate. Mm. Are women allowed to be protected and nurtured and loved? Is that the belief we hold? Women are allowed to be protected and nurtured and loved. Not for any reason, not because they owe someone sex or work or anything else. Just because they're beautiful divine beings. Are we allowed to be protected and nurtured and loved? Mm. So we're activating the Kundalini here as the Kundalini's grace comes into the body, awakens in the body. It already exists within the body. As it awakens within our body, we ask that it show us any areas that needs to be cleaned out and purified in this moment, today, as we sit here together. What needs to be seen? What needs to be brought to the surface? What will help us clear the way, clear the path for the work that we're doing here, the work that we came here to do, for us to open up to our truth, to our power. What wants to come up? What wants to be seen? We have to be so gentle with this process, so nurturing of ourselves, so loving. There is no evil in the world. There is only love. There is no evil. What appears to be evil, what appears to be devastating, what appears to be awful, is only a misconstrued idea. It is. It's not the truth. It's not the truth. Many of us who have been through these traumas say, why did this happen? If there's a God, how could God let this happen to me? How could we be deceived so greatly? What if we just take it back to this moment and say there is a God that wants us to be healed, and that God dwells within us, as the divine essence of all things. There appears to be evil in the world, but where is our mind? If we believe there is evil, where is our mind dwelling? Is our mind dwelling in fear? Is our mind focused on what we believe to be evil? What if we focused on the love that we are, the truth that we are, the divinity of all things? Would that evil exist? Guru, 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 Guru. What if we wiped ourselves clean of all of that trauma? What if we wiped ourselves clean of all of that? What if we allow this Kundalini Shakti to do her work within us, within our bodies, within our minds, to become clean? I'm not saying that what you may have experienced doesn't feel real, because believe me, I've gone through it. I've gone into the depths of it. And I have seen it, and I've felt it, and I've experienced it. And I know it feels very real. But what is the truth of it if we really let it go, if we really go into the depth of our own heart? What is my heart telling me now? What does my heart want to see and want to know? Is it time for us all to heal this pain? Is it time for us all to heal what we've seen and what we've experienced? We as sisters, as goddesses, came here to do this work, this beautiful, divine, loving work. We came here to do this, and we came here to find each other through all of this trauma and all of this pain. We came here to find each other, to love each other, to nourish each other, to support each other. There are many men who came here to love us, to support us, to nurture us. So if you're a man watching this, I ask that you step up to that power and to that grace. Show the women in your life how much you love them, nourish them, support them. Maybe you have that past life trauma as well. Many men have also had that past life trauma, especially if you're watching this. Man has to stand down at some point. It has to happen. Love will always win. Love will always win. In the end, love will always win. In the now, love will always win. Baba amakarmasan sariyataguru. Viranasan sarakariyam. Okay, there we go. So grace is coming in now. Grace is coming in now. Grace is coming in now. Namaste. Grace is coming in now. Grace is coming in now. Grace is coming in now. Shavakarmasan sariyapatu. Haravasan sarakariyam akranakramasan sarate. Grace is coming in now. Grace is coming in now. Grace is coming in now. Shata karamate. Coming in to heal. Coming in to heal. Coming in to heal. Heal our minds. Heal our bodies. Heal our souls. Let us see how we still may be torturing all of the beings around us. Let us see how we may still be torturing beings around us. Let us be awakened to that. Let us open our eyes. Let us open our hearts. Let us not be blind to ways we still may be carrying on these devious ways. Shavakaramasan sariyavakratakaramasan saravashate. Guru, 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 Guru. Haravasan Sriye Baba Karma Sansarete. Oma Karma Sansariye Baba Karma Sansaye Guru Shanshaye Kali Shivaya Om Haravasan Saye Om Hirama Sansaye Guru Shanshaye Om Haravasan Saye Guru Shanshaye Guru Om Haravasan Saye Guru Shanshaye Om Haravasan Saye Guru Kyavarama Sansaye Guru Havatan Abali Shanshaye Guru Om Tabarama Sansre Kali Shanshabale Baba Kamatande Kuru Sansavalete Hearavasan Sarabe Shansha. So if we're looking at this witch wound, what we call the witch wound, right? The trauma. Looking at the source of this trauma. Looking at why our lives have been created in the way that they've been created. Are we still in the victim mode? Do we still have people attacking us? Do we still have things going on around us that don't support us, that don't love us, that don't put us in a position of power? Can we just look at each of those things, or let them appear? Clear our mind and let them appear. Let God show us which things need to be seen and looked at. Which things are we carrying on from this past trauma? Could it be different? Could we change? Could we heal? Could we start attracting people and things and circumstances into our lives that are loving and kind and supportive and generous and sweet? It's possible. I know when we're in the midst of it, it feels impossible. It can feel very difficult, like it's never going to change. But I'm going to tell you, I've changed, and a lot of people I've worked with have changed. We can change. We can heal. Shivakrama, we ask God for grace. We ask the love that is within us to be seen around us in everything we do, everything we experience. If you're still in the meat eating category, I would ask you to watch some of the movies to see what's actually going on. How these animals are being tortured and murdered every single day. And see if that resonates. Is that a part of the witch wound? Are we carrying on that tradition from a place of needing to be tortured still by these beings around us? Because it's impossible not to feel their pain. We can ignore it. We can pretend that we don't feel it, but it's impossible not to feel it on some level. Especially when we're consuming it. We're consuming the torture. We're consuming the pain. So as we're healing our own lives, we're healing our own bodies, we're healing our own minds. Can we also let those around us be healed? Do our best not to cause torture and trauma to those around us, so that we can fully let our bodies and our minds be healed. There we go, opening, there we go. Grace is coming in, grace is coming in, grace is coming in. Shiva sum 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 sim sim savakramasan sariyabakra. Grace is coming in, grace is coming in, grace is coming in, grace is coming in, grace is coming in. Harvakaranakramasan sariyabakru. Dara. No more being stuffed down. We each came here with a purpose. We each came here with something to do. What did we come here to do? What are we doing? How are we sharing our light? How are we sharing our love? If you're seeing this, I can almost guarantee that you have some sort of a light worker quality within you. You came here to do some sort of work, whatever it is, even if it's raising your children or working at the grocery store and giving somebody a big hi and hello every day. Something. Shavakramasan Saryabakranakramasan Sarvashasharate. Guru Shanshabriyabakramakramasan Sarvashanshavate. Haravasan Saryabakranakramasan Sarvakashanshavate. Guru Shanshavade Kali Shivakramasan Sarate Kali Shivakramasan Saliyate Guru. Harvasan Sabriyaliana Kali Ramasan Sabriyana Kurupatate Gusam Saliana Kalia Vansarate Tiansherete Guru Sun Salyana Karabashi Rabate Om Lete. All right. So that's all we're going to do today. That's all the further we're going to go today, because it's enough just to get us in that mode of reaching deeper within, feeling the feelings, starting to feel the energy of grace that wants to come up and help us to heal, connecting in with our higher beings of light that are here to assist us in our healing, here to assist this whole planet in healing, right? We praise and worship the divine and allow all of that energy and grace to come forth from within us so that we can help everyone in the world, every being, all the animals, all the people, all the women. We're going through an interesting time right now with women being able to stand in their power. We will win. We will survive. It will happen. Let's support each other through it. Let's allow the grace to come through us. Let's allow the awakening to occur easily, more deeply, more gently, more kindly, more sweetly. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. We can just allow it. All right. So that's enough for now. I thank you, anyone who's tuned in, and most likely if you're watching this, you felt these feelings, you felt this trauma. If you haven't, maybe you have someone in your life who struggles with it. Please be gentle, please be kind. It's a very difficult process to go through, but we're all ready to heal and we're all ready to help each other through it. And if you're a man, allow us women to step into our power now. Be the supportive one, be the gentle one, be the kind one. If you're going through your own trauma, allow yourself to be gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to go into your heart. Allow yourself to heal. All right. Thank you, and Jai Ma. And I will see you in my next video.